It is us, it is me, it is he, Pastor Michelle and Pastor G. We're spiritual relationship counselors. We are veterans of the United States Air Force.
We are authors, we are pastors,
Yeah.
and we're your go-to couples.
All things relationship.
Thanks
so here
for joining us.
at marriagemakesthenumber3.com, we're here for you every Tuesday through Thursday between 9 and 9:30-ish. Oh, it's 10-ish, isn't it?
Mhm.
Well,
Yes, it
we're
is.
close enough. Y'all know what we're talking about. Central Standard Time. And we're here trying to help you to get your relationships on and popping.
And popping.
Because our relationships suck sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, come on in, invite somebody.
Absolutely.
It's a little late, but we're going to
do this thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
What we need to know, first of all, is, are we okay? Is it working? Tell us. Can you see us? Can you hear us? We absolutely appreciate all of you, our family, and we thank you so much for being a part of marriagemakesthenumber3.com. So you know that we do this. We've been doing this here for what?
About 6 years,
right? And why do we do this?
We do this because we know we have learned some things over the years.
Okay.
We've not been married to each other all of our lives, right? And so, but we've learned some things in the process that we believe that we're able to impart to others. We believe that there is hope, that God wants you to have to be happy in your marriage relationship, right?
That part.
And so thank you for joining us.
Hey, Kimmy doll, how are you, lady? Thank you for joining us tonight. So we're going to ask, if you're in here tonight, if you would go ahead and share the broadcast, invite somebody, and let the people know that GD, hashtag GD and me, that we are here. We are on the HAPS. How about that? This is our very first HAPS broadcast. I don't even remember. I do know. I remember I just kindly went on and talked about some stuff that I administered on that Sunday when Brother Von Cross, Charles Von Cross, told me about. He said, you all need to get on here. Right. And so now that we are here, well, actually we were on Periscope. That's when he told me about Periscope. And so now we are all the way live on the HAPS. And so thanks to Dr. Keith. Yes, you and you as well.
When I see Great Day, I think of Apostle.
God bless you.
Griffin.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We certainly appreciate it. So listen, when you guys come in, please tell us who you are and where you're hailing us from.
Yeah, because it's only showing us Facebook user. Not loser, Facebook user. Thank you for being in here with us, guys. You know that we come in here Tuesday through Thursdays and we drop information to help you to get your relationships working if it's not working. And we do it in the process. We have a lot of fun. We laugh, and we may break in a song. We may tell you a joke or a story or something to help make the point or to kind of ease the tension, right? Because we do want you to know that what we try to do is model the relationships. We've been happily married to each other for 14 years. And when we say happily, we're not telling you that every day we're not holding hands and kissing every day. Most of the days we are. We're too busy to do that all the time, right? But I'm just saying is that we don't want you to think that what we try to do is model what a relationship should look like.
Absolutely.
And so what you see here is what you get. This is the way we treat each other all the time.
Baby, I got it. Ooh.
We're to be examples. Right?
No, I got
to everybody else. So thanks for being here, Petty Queen. That would be our daughter
in the house.
You're not on a flight.
New Jersey in the building. How are you guys tonight? So listen, everybody, please don't forget to share the broadcast, invite somebody, and let them know that we are in here at Like Swimwear. We're talking tonight about overcoming infidelity. Those of you know that we have finished our one book on overcoming infidelity. Want you also to know that you can go over to the link in is it the bio? I don't know now because this is so different. It's at bit.ly /MM3LINKS. And that is where you're going to be able to get your very own copy. It's a download of Overcoming Infidelity. This is the checklist. Some of you have gone through, dealt with the infidelities, and you decided that we are staying put. We are staying together. God is going to restore our relationship.
Together.
Love American style, right? And this is a download that's going to help you, because what it's going to do is going to show you some of the things that we need to be doing on a regular basis if you're trying to reconnect that relationship. What's in the cup? Caprese. For those of you that don't know, CBD in my cup. Yes, yes,
What's
absolutely.
In the cup, sir? You know me.
She said, "Tell the truth, shame the devil."
Family business thing.
It is what it is.
So Facebook is only giving us Facebook user for now. We're not sure how that's working out. Would someone check IG to see if we are populating on IG? Well, we're on IG here.
Tell us what's going on.
Are there 2 inputs? Are we coming up twice on IG? Or just once?
Everybody ain't supposed to know our family business. That's right. That's exactly right.
True.
Okay, so
don't put it out there,
and then they won't know it. Amen. So come on, y'all, come on in here. Let me see the number ones in the chat. We're going to be talking about overcoming infidelity some more. If you don't know, we finished our book. You can go on over there and you'll be able to get a download first. What is it? No, yeah, we're just on the download right now for overcoming infidelity. It's an ebook right now. We are going to develop it a little bit more. We wanted to go a little bit more on detail. Hey, daughter, love you, sweetheart. We're going to go a little bit more in detail when it comes to overcoming infidelity. That's going to be coming up very soon, very shortly. So keep an eye out for it. But in the meanwhile, go ahead and get that download at marriagemakes3.com, or you can check it out bit.ly/MM3LINKS. Now, what we're going to be talking about tonight, overcoming infidelity, it comes from the ebook. Okay, page number 8. If you have it already, you can go in and check it out with us. All right. So page number 8, here's what we started writing. Okay. Most people, what am I saying? Hey, Booski, what's up, darling? Most people believe that infidelity stems from sexual dissatisfaction. But here's the deal. A lack of intimacy or sex life is not always to blame for an act of infidelity.
True.
You all remember we've been talking about this lately, about that perfect storm. I was talking to one of my clients about that just today, that sometimes when there's things missing, we find ourselves more vulnerable. We find ourselves in a position that we may not have necessarily been in had we been doing all the things that we were supposed to be doing in the first place. Okay. Now, are we saying that if your spouse has committed infidelity, that somehow it's your fault? Absolutely not. It is a decision. Every person has to make a decision. What does the scripture say about being drawn away with your own lust?
Yeah, every man is tempted when drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Okay. Who is that? Wait, why I can't find you on IG? Marriage Makes 3 on IG. Underscore. Marriage Makes 3 and then the underscore. So I asked him to say it because he says it so beautifully and he remembers it all. And so it just does something to me when he speaks the scripture out loud in front of everybody.
Oh, thank you, honey. Hola, good hair, good body. Thank you.
Hey, darling. Thank you for joining. All right. So here we are. Most people believe that infidelity stems from sexual dissatisfaction, but here's the deal. She said last from the book of life, a lack of intimacy or sex life is not always to blame for an act of infidelity. Infidelity typically stems from a lack of one or more of the 7 deadly deficiencies. Shalom. Happy Passover. 7 deadly deficiencies. And if any of these are missing, what you are finding is that you become more susceptible to cheating. Okay. Wow. I know y'all don't want to hear that.
Wow.
I know don't nobody care about them with that.
So like brittle bones and there are certain things that will come from a calcium deficiency.
True that. Some minerals.
Susceptibility to arthritis.
Yes.
And those kinds of things can. So vitamin D, vitamin C, those kinds of things.
If you have
or a deficiency.
Right.
Iron deficiency can cause
anemia,
you to be anemic.
Right. Low blood.
Right.
Right? Hey, I got that, OB Love. Thank you for joining. Not knowing your love language, I bet you that is our daughter. I don't know it for sure, but I kind of bet that that's our daughter. So here it is. When you have deficiencies in any area, today I had on my what is it?
Brace.
My hand brace. And one of my clients, she is one of those that are amazing when it comes to health and wellness. She knows about minerals and vitamins and things of that nature. And what she told me was, that's a mineral deficiency. And I was like, is it really? She said, you need to take X, Y, and Z. And so I was like, I've never heard of that mineral.
Wow.
She says most people have it. I told her I'd just be taking my good old VA30 and calling it a day. She said, but it's not in everything. Some things are specific to you. And so a deficiency in that mineral somehow has an effect on your carpal tunnel.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, send it to me because I want her carpal tunnel to be. Please give me a list.
Hey man, we need to do.
I'll go get them tomorrow because I want her to be whole and healthy.
And I am. It's just there's certain things that help you. Like we were talking about deficiencies. I see a lot of folks could still use scope. Yesterday I was shut out. Oh no, who is I? Please tell us who you are when you come in. You know what? Let me get on here. This is crazy. I can't tell who we're talking to, and they're just talking to us.
Yeah, and it's not giving us the little pictures to populate so we know who's who. Now, what's funny is that when you mentioned, there are a lot of comments popping up.
Yeah.
Not knowing yourself is one of those deficiencies.
Deficiencies is true.
When someone posted, I see a lot of folks could still use scope yesterday. I was shut out. I was thinking like scope mouthwash. Who could use scope yesterday, Periscope yesterday? Can I use it today? I got it.
They couldn't use it yesterday. They were able to
That
now.
must be a woman because men are from Mars and women are from
Lord have mercy.
So that's why I didn't get it, but I got it now.
You got it now. Okay.
I did see some people.
Finally got you guys. Thank you. Hey, Danielle. Thank you for joining us over here on Instagram.
The scope from the
God bless you. There's my sister and my friend, Apostle Nabia Bat Yahuda. I love you, girlfriend. I'm going to call you soon. All right. So deficiencies. When we're dealing with deficiencies, what we have to do is we have to go in and supplement those deficiencies. And if we're not going to supplement them, we're going to find there's something. I think if you're low in vitamin C or D, you can get rickets. You don't hear about that usually anymore because they have gotten it so under control. So here's the thing, is that when there's a deficiency, you've got to plug in the deficiencies.
Come on.
So that things that were out of place can get back into place. Okay? Shout out to Jawa. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Love you, man.
Was a man.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Either, so.
Facebook is better. Okay, well, hey, however you get us, thank you. Cool. Appreciate you. So number one, and thank you for, someone did put a number one in there. Somebody said that they put their VA30 in his smoothie with sea moss. Yes, and that's another thing that I need to get back into is doing my sea moss back again. Absolutely. That is something that helps definitely with inflammation. And so yes, so number one thing that we're dealing with when we have found that there's a couple going through and dealing with infidelity, one of the deadly deficiencies is number one is a lack of affection. A lack of affection. Remember we said it's something missing, right? A lack of affection could possibly be one of the reasons. Now, can you just, 1 day or 2 days? Here's the thing. When you have a bank account and you have been putting deposits in it over and over and over
regularly,
right? At some point or another, you're going to be able to go in there and make a withdrawal, right? But if you don't make a withdrawal, you'll still get a little bit extra money. Why? Because of interest. It may not be a lot, but just a little bit of interest because you haven't taken anything out.
A little bit counts.
Yes, as it compounds, right? So here's the thing, compounded daily interest. So here's what happens is when we have consistently put into deposits, well, maybe one day you're just not feeling very affectionate. Maybe one day you're feeling like, you know what, I'm sick of the world, I'm sick of everything. All I want to do is lay here in the bed. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm going to give you the regular niceties, you know, good morning, things of that nature. But here's the thing.
Because you say it first. but I'm not going to volunteer. I just don't. I'm not going to do it. I just don't feel like it.
I just don't feel like it today.
Right. And we have those.
Right, we do. But here's the thing, because, you know, I remember even being pregnant and having people touch me. It was like, stop touching me.
Why are you touching me?
And you know why it got to be so frustrating? Because when you have a child growing on the inside of you, and I know everybody hasn't had one, but you all have seen pictures, you all have seen someone that's pregnant, and you see this child, the leg is moving, stuff is doing all of this, and they're flipping around. And so no matter what you do, you're always feeling movement.
That's right. You never had time to yourself.
No, right? And so at this point, I don't want nobody touching me. Just leave me alone. Don't touch me. Just back up 50 feet, right? So when you're dealing with this, though, no deposit, no return.
Thank you, Apostle Nabia.
Right?
She says interesting.
Interest, yes. Kim, I literally just told someone this 15 minutes ago, just made a fresh batch. Oh, they must be doing the CMOS thing. All right. So here's what's happening is that when you're putting the deposits in and you're not having to withdraw anything for a while, you're getting a little interest. So if there's a day or two or three where there's no deposits being made, you don't feel as though you're bankrupt.
Come on.
You don't feel like there's NSF. Y'all know what that is, non-sufficient funds. Why? Because you regularly get that. So you're not starved for affection, right?
That's right.
So that wouldn't be a deficiency that is so egregious that, like, well, they didn't touch me today. Like, well, what happened? What's going on? I didn't get no hugs, no loves. I didn't get none of that. Well, one day, okay, 2 days, 3 days. We need to start checking in with each other.
Absolutely. And what does it look like? What does the affection look like in a relationship? It goes from a simple to a hugs. I mean, you know, not one of those complimentary side kisses. It's sort of an affection.
It is.
And if you don't have a lot of time, a side kiss is better than no kiss, right?
Yeah.
A hug, an intentional hug. They don't have a lot of time. It may not be a full-on hug. It may not be one of those 5-minute hugs, right? Kissing, affection. It should come so easily and so natural. It's one of the things that I talked about in your
book, 26 Ways to Become a Trophy Husband.
One of my favorite ones, guys. You all probably don't know about this unless you're a Cosby fan. But it goes something like this. Not exactly like that. That's it right there.
I cannot with you, sir.
Being affectionate.
What
is happening right now? Anything. No. Sometimes it's a tap on the behind, right? Sometimes it's a wink, it's a nod.
Yeah.
It's a kind word.
True.
It doesn't cost anything to be affectionate.
That's exactly right.
Except for you to mean it.
That part.
And you have to be doing these things intentionally.
Okay.
Right? The same way that we have to be intentional about taking our supplements and our vitamins and eating correctly.
That part, right.
Because of that nagging, if I know that I'm deficient in something,
I need to get with it.
It's going to show up in some other
That's
area.
A buzzard.
We call it a zerbert.
A zerbert.
I mean,
y'all are something serious.
Cosby does.
Y'all. But, oh my! I'm not even gonna say. I'm not saying nothing else. Let me see the number 2s, y'all. I am not saying Nothing else. Number two. We're talking about the 7 deadly deficiencies.
Write it down right there for me so I'll ask you that later.
I cannot with you, sir. I'm not going to play with you. Okay, being greeted by the bear with a smile. All right, come through here, bear. Good, clean fun. Yes, quick dap, peace, girl. Josh says, see you tonight, air kiss.
See, you all knew that.
I love it.
Affection.
Here's number 2. Okay, affection is number 1. If there's a lack of affection, there's going to end up being issues. So make sure that you're getting your daily doses. Here's number 2, lack of attention. All right, number 2, a lack of attention can put you in the place. Now, can one of these things, is that going to cause infidelity? Is that something that's going to make you want to, wake up that morning and say, oh, it's a beautiful day outside. I think I'm going to cheat on my spouse. No, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is there's a perfect soup that comes. That's right. All the ingredients are in this soup called infidelity, that if you keep putting all of these things in,
it's going to make you susceptible
to cheating. So you have to be super careful. Number 2, a lack of attention. And when we say a lack of attention, here's the thing. Sometimes, y'all, we get so busy with our day-to-day. We get so busy with what we've got going on that we forget to give proper attention to our significant other, our spouses. What do they've got going on? How are they feeling today? What is it that they've got going on this week? What are their plans? Things of that nature. Give a person attention. And if you are one of those that you know that they're going to need to talk, schedule some time in so that when they're ready to talk, that you have an open ear. Listening, you can hear stuff and not listen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
They said, I don't know why men even have ears. They don't hear nothing. You see what I'm saying? And those are some of the areas. Hey, Sister Tina, God bless you, woman of God. Right. She said, go ahead and cheat and your bags will wait on you at the front door. See, this is why we have to do what's necessary before any of that comes.
The front end.
Exactly. So we're not having to deal with this, okay? Good Hair, Good Body is taking notes. Thank you so much. She said that number 1 is a lack of affection. Number 2 is a lack of attention. All right. We have to make sure that these are being input into our relationships on a regular basis.
Absolutely. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? What did you hear? Attention means that you have my undivided attention.
Absolutely.
And depending on what else is going on, as you said, it may not be impossible for me to give you everything right now. But I ought to have enough mind about me, enough forward thinking that I kind of make a note. She was talking to me about something this morning and I wasn't exactly focused. Let me go back and follow up. Let me text her, ask her, honey, is this something we can talk about? These are things that you can do that is going to do great dividends for your relationship. At some point, she's going to say, wow, he was really in tune with what I was saying, or she was really in tune. Go ahead, honey.
I'm just pointing at the example. You wrote this book, 26 ways to become a trophy husband. That's one of the ways. All right. You may have acted or didn't seem as though you were paying good attention, but when you come with that follow-up later, it's like, oh, okay, so you was listening. So you did heard what I had said. And that makes me understand and know that he may have been busy or his mind might have been somewhere else during that time, but he crosses the circle and comes all the way back and says, hey, honey, you were saying this. Could you clarify? Could you bring that back up so that we can talk about it? Because I thought about it as I was gone. Honey, let me tell you what. That's going to give you some brownie points.
It's going to pay dividends for you.
Yes.
It's going to help you. If you have memory issues, if you have listening issues, sometimes we actually have some physical hearing, some hearing deficiencies.
Yes, it's true.
And little things like that. follow up, follow
Right.
up, follow up.
Follow up.
It's so vital. As you do it on your job, you need to be doing that at home.
Yes.
It's going to keep the home fires burning.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have a home to come to that's not on fire. So a lack of attention.
We're talking about the 7 deadly deficiencies. Covenant, come through here now, Kimmy doll. She said covenant deposit. Yes, love it. We need them every day. Every day. Let me see the number 3s, y'all, in the chat.
Morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Okay, number 3. She said, burn, baby, burn. What is happening right now? Y'all are saying that this sea moss has really gotten everybody together. I don't know what's happening right now.
Everything's
all right. So here we are. Number 3, a lack of admiration. A what? A lack of admiration. One thing.
Wow.
If a man, especially women too, but it's mainly our men. Our men, they have a need. It's an ego in them. God put it there. It is what it is. Would you stop looking at me like that, sir?
I'm just admiring you, baby.
I'm just
you're so fine. I'm just admiring you.
I'm trying to help the people. And you sit up here trying to make me blush. I'm gonna need you not to do that, sir. I can feel your eyes like boring all the way through my brain to the other side of my face. God bless you. Hey, Lauren, thank you for coming in with us tonight. I can feel you looking through me, and it's not comfortable with all of these people watching. I'm just saying. She said, get a room. I don't know. You don't see us. I don't know why. Please check us. You know it's on Marriage Makes 3 account. All right. So here we are. Lack of admiration when, especially, one of the things that I've said before is when we talked about, coming back together, reconnecting. And I think that's one of the products that we have at marriagemakes3.com. Reconnecting. How do I reconnect with my mate? One of the things that we need to do is, everybody gets those periods of time when they feel like a little lackluster. They feel like, man, I love him, but I don't feel like I'm in love with him. What you need to start doing is going back, and you know that there are people that love your spouse. Right? There's people that loves your husband. There are people that love your wife. Okay. And some people admire them. Right? They are the people that are like, wow, I want to grow up and be just like them when I get older. Or, oh my God, they make the best XYZ or whatever it is.
Come on.
I have one individual that I know that thinks my husband walks on water. Yes. Really? Honey, he thinks you remember everybody's name. You have taught him everything he knows in ministry. You have taught him how to be a husband, a brother, a friend. And I mean, you put you stick your hand down in the water and fish jump into the boat. He really, and you can see it. There's a real bromance thing. It's nothing, funny or nothing like that. But there's definite, homie, don't play that. She said, I'll buy that for $200. He looks at my husband as like, if there was a man to be attained, if there was an idol that we could actually have, it's like Gregory that I believe would be. Sometimes I'd be like afraid to leave the room.
Okay.
Because he just loves him so much, and sometimes you just be kind of like, wait a minute, you ain't supposed to love my husband like that. I'm supposed to love, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing that happened with David and Jonathan. You all remember David and Jonathan in the scripture. He became King David, and Jonathan was Saul, the king's son. And they had a relationship. They had a friendship. They had a covenant that was so deep that David said it is even beyond the love of a woman.
Yeah, passing. Thou hast been wonderful.
Wonderful,
so wonderful to me, my brother Jonathan.
surpassing the love of a woman. Hello. Now, my spiritual daddy, Apostle Bobby Hogan, he said if God made anything better than a woman, he kept it to himself, right? And so when a man says that if you know that he and I are such good friends that the love we have surpasses the love of a woman, hello, that's admiration. Okay. And so one thing that you can do is watch that person that admires your person so you can kind of see them again through another person's eyes. Because sometimes I feel like what happens is we forget because we become common. We just know you so
every day.
Yeah, like,
this is the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like if you love banana pudding, but you have it every day, it stops being special.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And well, it's not that it's not still special. It's just that we forget how special it can be.
Because it becomes common. Because we're eating it every day. It's no longer a treat.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
Exactly. So that's what somebody said. Wow. Yes. Sister Tina, yes. That's how he treats my husband with high esteem, high respect. It reminds me of the men that sit in the gates of the city. You know, the Proverbs 31 woman, her husband sits in the gates of the city. And sometimes when you have a lack of admiration for your spouse, you know, it could be her. I don't know who it would be. Who would it be? I have some people think I walk on water too, and I'll be looking at them like, I'm just me. Why are you tripping? Why are you tripping? It's just me. You know, I still have to brush my teeth and do the same things that you all have to do. But here's the thing, the way that they look at me compared to the way my spouse looks at me, what happens is that we begin to see someone outside of the sphere of me being just your wife or you just being my husband. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when you come to that place where you have a lack of admiration for your spouse, this is all in Overcoming Infidelity, y'all. Y'all need to get this book. What happens is you find yourself in that place where you're moving into that vulnerability area, where I don't see you like that. You get on my nerves. All you do is burp and pass gas. All you do is drop your clothes all over the place and things of that nature. And so that admiration, then it kind of, oh, you did a really good job with that. But what about this and this, this and that? Right.
You made some really powerful points. And I especially love that when we look at someone through someone else's eyes, that it really does take things to a new level.
It does.
It helps us to it reminds us that we need to be appreciative for that person's influence, for their constancy.
Yes.
Because that's what it is. We've gotten used to them. This is who they always are. They're constant.
Exactly.
And so we begin to kind of take advantage of that. So that's a super point, a super good point. Let me make one quick note here that we are on a new platform, and I'm loving it so far. Let us know if there are any kinks, anything that's not working out. We'd love to be able to see your faces. I suspect it's because they want to get you over here as well, and then we'll be able to see you.
Amen.
Okay, I think that's what it is. But anyway, we're glad we can still kind of see who you are. Thank you for being here with us. If you are new, we're Pastors Greg and Michelle of MarriageMakes3.com. That's hashtag GD and me. We're here every Tuesday through Thursday, generally between 9 and 9:30-ish Central Standard Time. We've been traveling this week from a conference, and so we haven't gotten back on schedule. It's just been super busy with COVID and everything else, but it's been super busy. But we want to get back to our regular broadcast time, as you were saying. But we appreciate you all being with us. Thanks for being in here. We're talking tonight about overcoming infidelity, 7 deficiencies, 7 deadly deficiencies in relationships where infidelity become a very strong possibility.
Absolutely.
You need to make sure that you have all of the doors closed.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Say that.
On infidelity.
Say that.
These are the ways that you close the doors on infidelity. First, lack is affection. Second is attention. And the third is admiration.
Let's see. What are we? Number four. She is enjoying her chocolate while listening.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, Lord. Come
bite.
through, chocolate. Mm-hmm. Is the chocolate, does it happen to have a name? Is it Drew, Special, Dark? What is it? I'm just asking the question. That's all. That's all.
Does it have nuts? Or you're not a diabetic, are you? I'm not going to tell you to take a bite if you're diabetic, because you almonds.
I can't.
Does it have almonds?
No.
Roasted almonds. No.
Come back.
Number 4.
I am dying right now. Okay, number 4. Habs was glitchy before everybody went to it from Periscope. Okay, so is it better now? I don't know.
Thank you, John.
Here is number 4. You're so silly. Number 4 is probably Kimmy Doll or Danielle, or it could be anybody at this point. Number 4, a lack of sexual attention. A lack of sexual attention. So, good hair, good body. Thank you for taking notes.
To differentiate between just standard attention, the looks, the nods, the comments, the speaking to you, being attentive to what's going on, to sexual attention.
Sexual healing.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
Y'all know Sexual Chocolate was in the new Eddie Murphy. That's sorry. Horrible group.
Get out with you. Okay, so
you can't make this stuff up.
Oh my God.
That's the name of the group.
Sexual healing, baby. It's good for me. So, lack of sexual attention. Now, it's great. And we talk about this also in 7, what is it? She said, come to 7 keys to better sex in your marriage. That, you can do all the stuff. You can burn all the candles, wear all the negligees. You can spray all the perfumes. You can make sure that everything is in the right place. You can make sure the bed is pretty and all of that. But at some point or another, it has to culminate into something. Okay? Some of y'all, what y'all be doing is you be teasing each other to death. Right? Yes, teasing each other to death. And then you allow, oh Lord, somebody, who was it that said that the other day? That a man, what?
Good hair, good body says lack of sexual attention equals not cooking for your mate. Come on.
Okay, listen. Oh Lord. So you're in let's just say you're a married couple and you're in the bed and you may be, in the midst of throes of passion or one of you are, and the other one
is in another word.
Okay. They are over here thinking about the roast in the oven, what they've got to do for school before tomorrow. Can we hurry up and get this thing over with?
What's that sound?
Hey, baby, what's that sound? Everybody,
what is the dog doing?
What's going down?
I wonder if the children are asleep. What is that spot on the ceiling? Why is this bed so squeaky? See?
Okay. Yeah. All of you got all
now
of this.
You got it.
You got all of this going on in your mind, and your spouse is like, they're not into this. They're not into this. They're really not into this, and so it becomes rote. It becomes mechanical, and the worst thing that you could ever have to deal with is mechanical sexual relationship in your marriage, because when it becomes mechanical, this is where other people from the outside can get an opening. This is where they're like, oh, you poor thing, y'all don't even kiss, none of that. No. And
what?
Oh,
why is your neck so tight? Why is your head on? Yeah.
Okay. It is what it is.
You have a lot of
tension in here. Okay.
And the way they're saying it,
Yeah. Because listen, y'all, sometimes
People
you don't know.
it.
You don't know how much you're giving off when you are not happy at home, when things are not going the right way. If you're not careful, you can give off an odor of, where's Toby? Not Toby. Who is Toby? Kunta Kinte. No, who is it? Jody. Toby, Jody. Okay, where's Jody? Where Becky? Where you at, girl? Where you at? You see what I'm saying? And so one thing that we ought to be sure that we're working on with our spouses is that we are attentive, even sexually. She said, "Don't make no room for Becky or Stan. Come through now." I thought I saw when doves cry. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from, but it just hit me, and I was like, "What? Don't when doves cry? Oh no! Don't make room for no Becky or Stan."
Yeah.
Amen. Let's see the number 5, guys.
Number
5. I'm feeling like we need to just stop here because it is almost 10:40.
Yeah.
Well, it's not almost.
Let's just draw a line.
Draw a line there, and we can come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, but if you want to come back, we'll come back.
No, we already got another broadcast that we got to do tomorrow.
You're absolutely right. But we'll continue this next week. Are you all liking this? Let us know this subject.
Y'all need
you all have really been cooperating with us in it, and thank you for that. Is this a subject that you'd like to hear more of? Let us know.
Yes. Don't leave me just standing when doves cry. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna pick this one up on Tuesday, I should say.
Yeah, let's pick this up on Tuesday. So, are there any questions?
I still love it.
Sister Muncie, Pastor Muncie, love you, woman of God. Thank you so much, Becky. You better have a seat. You got to do my broadcast. Yes, we are available. Just let us know when you would like us to be there. We had an amazing time with Apostle Nabia. So, guys, this is page 8 of our newest book, Overcoming Infidelity. It is going to help you. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. If you have not yet gotten the free download of Overcoming Infidelity, the checklist, then I promise you that is going to get you to that place where you'll know some of the things that you need to do. Some things that's going to help you to get back to that loving feeling. You lost that loving feeling. Oh, that lovely feeling. Bring back that lovely feeling, for it's gone.
She's doing both of the Righteous Brothers, honey.
Who the Righteous Brothers?
It's the Righteous Brothers song.
It's 2 different songs?
You're doing both. No, it's one song.
Oh, it's doing 2 parts?
You're doing both parts.
I didn't even know.
You're doing a fine job.
It is what it is. This is premarital counseling. Thank you. Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, good hair, good body.
We're so grateful for you all.
Here's one of the things that's on the list. All right. Cook a sensuous meal together using only ingredients that are said to be aphrodisiacs. Okay. When we're talking about, and listen, y'all, I know that some folks are like, well, we could get through this ourselves, and you can. All right. But one thing that we have found is that there are questions that the other person cannot answer for you.
That's true.
What we do is we help to guide you along the pathway so that you can reconnect with one another. Y'all, women, let me say this and then we're going to get out of here. Women, we have a tendency when we find out about an instance of infidelity, we have a way of turning on ourselves. We have a way of thinking, well, what does she look like? And does she look better than me? Does she perform better than I do? Is her hair as dark and flowing as mine? Is she melanated or is she not melanated? Does she have good teeth? What about her family? See, we have all of this stuff. Is she thin? Is she thick? Is she wide? Is she short? Is she tall?
What is it?
What color are her eyes?
Women internalize it.
Yes.
Internalize it. It becomes more about you.
It does.
Than it is about the act of cheating.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this is why even before you marry anybody, you need to be whole. You need to know who you are. You need to be able to stand up and say, I'm amazing. I'm wonderful.
Wow.
I'm special. God made me. I am a creative. I am vibrant. I can stand on my own two feet. You ought to be able to say those things about yourself before you ever get someone in your life talking about y'all are married. Okay? So if in case, now, we're not calling it on you, but we're saying that in case something like this does come up, that you have the intestinal fortitude to deal with it and it not destroy you. Okay? Let's see. Amber Dawn said, like Jackson's wife said, her juices were better than mine. Oh, Lord. But it's the truth, though. But it's true.
And it goes back to something someone said at the beginning of the broadcast. And that was that you have to know who you are.
Yes.
And sometimes you know who you are, but something like that will take so much out of you that you'll forget who you are.
Yep.
So you have to know, and that's why we emphasize that sometimes you need some outside help.
Yes.
You need a guide to help you to get through it, right?
Absolutely.
You absolutely knew that. And so, you know, this is something you need to get.
Yeah.
If there's any part of it that's free, if you're in ministry, if you're in the business and you occasionally meet somebody, you have a family member who's gone through infidelity.
Yeah.
You know of someone in the future, and you do, who's going to go through this. Get the book for them.
Yes.
Get it for you, so that you can help them.
Absolutely.
And this is an essential resource. You can always refer people to us.
Right.
But if you can get the resource in their hands,
absolutely.
This will make all of the difference in the world. It's a sad thing to know that somebody needs help and not be able to help them.
Yeah.
You know, or to refer them to help, but not really know if they're going to do it.
Exactly.
This is a perfect thing because it's easy to read. It's an ebook. They can look through the checklist very quickly and be able to kind of determine where they are.
Yes.
I want my marriage. There's no saving this. There's been too many times, too many incidents.
Right.
You know, so it's going to help you to put all of this into perspective.
Yes.
Because sometimes we lack the context, right? We lack the context, and that's why we're asking those questions. Does she have teeth?
Yeah.
Is her cooking better than mine?
What is it? Good Hair, Good Body says, does she have teeth? Maybe he likes his women toothless. You get to that place where you start asking yourself these types of questions.
Yeah.
And when you get there, you have already gone in too far. You have already overstepped the issue that's really at hand.
It is. You are not meant to go that far by yourself.
Right. Not at all.
Yeah.
And so what we do is we sit down with you, we give you some perspective, and we have you together for several of the sessions, but then we break y'all off because we want to make sure that we get to the heart of the matter. We want to make sure that whatever needs to be said, that you feel comfortable enough saying it and not having to worry about what the other person is going to think, say, or feel when you're saying it in a raw and real way. But we do have to get it to the place where the two of you can then come back together, because that's the purpose of overcoming infidelity. When you want to stay together, how do you do it? There are things that you have to do in order to make this thing viable, to make it vibrant again, to bring it back to its former life and make it even better. And so we want you to know that we are here for you Tuesday through Thursday. You can come on and go to marriagemakes3.com, or you can check the link in the bio. It's bit.ly/MM3 LINKS. There you can find things, whether it's before I do or after I do, and everywhere in between. We're here to help you. We want to do this. Why? Nobody pays us to come on here 3 days a week. Nobody was paying us when we coming on 5 days a week. But we believe that God has called us to do something when it comes to people and their relationships. Does everybody stay together? No. but you need to make sure that you want to be there or you don't want to be there. And that's what this book is also going to help to give you help to determine what it is that you want to do. All right. We certainly appreciate you guys. We're going to be here again on Tuesday through Thursday between 9:30 and 10-ish Central Standard Time. He's laughing about the tooth because I might need deliverance. It is what it is. So follow us. If you have not yet followed us on the Haps, then maybe you need to come on over. Maybe then we'll be able to see your picture and know who you are so that we can interact with you as we normally do. We certainly appreciate all of you coming and hanging out with us. Thank you, Good Hair, Good Body, and Danielle and Amber Dawn and all of you that have helped us over here on IG. Appreciate you. If you're not following Good Hair, Good Body on IG, then you really need to, because she is going to help you. Matter of fact, before we get off of here, Good Hair, Good Body, I referred a couple to you, and they told me this last week how thankful that they were.
Yeah, I heard them.
Thank you so much. I mean, you don't have to thank me. I'm just doing, we just have to connect.
Yeah.
And they said this has helped them so tremendously. When someone has been dealing with something for a long time and they're asking God for help and for healing and for wholeness, and then he plugs them into somebody that has the answer, it does something for us.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to say thank you for hearing the voice of God, for starting the business, for getting your education in Dr. Good Hair, Good Body to help us with our hair and our body, because we absolutely need it. Thank you so very much again. We appreciate you. All right. So Good Hair, Good Body on Instagram. Y'all need to follow her. If you've got any issues with your skin, your hair, whatever it might be, if you would like to start using deodorant that doesn't have aluminum in it, go over to Good Hair, Good Body. It'll bless you. All right. We appreciate you guys. You know what we always say here?
God loves you and we love you. And ain't a thing you can do about it.
Up in here. What? Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Yes, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must go. Go, 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 go. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night. We love you all. Thanks for being with us. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
Yes. Good God night, bless everybody. You all. We'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, wait, Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday.
We'll probably see you tomorrow.
Oh, listen.
Sometime.
Do you all know what Sunday is?
Resurrection Sunday. Happy Resurrection Sunday.
Did y'all know? We're still in Passover. Haven't heard this in about a year. Who said that? Kimmy?
We sang it last night. Where were you at, Penny? Love you, daughter.
Love you guys. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you all soon. That's a mess. My favorite song is back. Here we crazy.